I feel lucky, I just feel that way. I'm on the bus to Atlantic City later on today.
Hello YouTube, welcome back to the monthly recap of March. Maybe you can hear it, I am still sick. I took off a few days. I got sick on Wednesday and I've been home since, doing pretty much nothing. I didn't get out of bed, and well, it is time now to do a monthly recap of March. Um, well, as you can see, the month went pretty good. It was the best month so far, so I was pretty excited about that. I ended up 10k post back, which was my goal. Well, maybe next time I'll get it pre-reg back, but I'm satisfied for now. Let's take a little bit. Let's take a look on the stats. There aren't many samples, but I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with being in the green on every stake. Mostly I've played no limit $200, and the other and no limit €200 of course. And I like the win rate. I mean, it's everything around 4 or 5 is okay. Well, the sample sizes are not that big, so I'm not gonna read too much into that. I wanted to go through differences in stakes, if I play any differently on any stakes, but the sample sizes are too low for me to make any conclusions. In general, I think I'm dropping no limit 100 altogether. I don't know if I ever have I mean, it's interesting that I always have a lower win rate on the lowest stake. I don't know, maybe it's all in my head, but I feel like I play my best game on higher stakes, where when it captivates my where it captures. In general, I think my win rate is always better on higher stakes because I take the game more seriously. I don't know, I feel much more intrigued by it, so which is why I do my best at higher stakes. Maybe I take it a little bit too easy on the no limit 100 and lower, and that's why I play worse there. Anyways, let's take a look at the overall stats. I ended up at almost 10 VBs per 100, which is awesome. I'm not sure if this is sustainable, but I'll definitely try. VPI pip and pre-flop raise 27 and 21, 20 and a half. The gap is quite big. I might trim that a little bit. Stop calling with the offsuit Broadway hands like King 10, King Jack, Queen Jack, Queen 10, hands like that. I think those still make a little bit of they're not that profitable as I used to think they were, and I'm probably just gonna drop those. You can see here, Queen Queen, King Jack, exactly what I thought it would be. So everything else I think is fine. I will drop a little bit of these cold calls and the number should go down, and it also should be much easier to play with the tighter range, so I guess that could be an improvement I should do. 3-bet 7.8, 7.9 is quite low in my opinion, but still, if it works, it works. I don't see any reason why I should change the 3-bet frequency. I defend my blinds, but in general I just go for value. People don't exploit 3-betting too thin, too light, not too light, too tight, and you can still just 3-bet your value range and people are gonna pay off. So I like it. I mean, I'm not gonna change it now. It's much easier to play with the 8 3 bet than a 10 or 11, which I used to think I had to have in order to be a winning player. But it's not like that, obviously. Went to showdown 25%, 26. I guess that's standard, not much to read into. Wanted money at showdown 47%. This one used to be always over 50, I mean 50, 51, but now that I'm very aggressive post flop, I see bet a lot, and the red line has gone up. This is always under 50, which I don't really mind. I mean, until it's unless um, it shows a lot, but I think it's part of the red line coming up, and I'm getting so much more money from non-showdown than used to. I mean, which I used to lose before the red line got up. So yeah, uh, also not that much to read into. Let's take a look at the C betting stats. 84 in general. I mean total in position it's 84% and out of position 75.7. Um, I'm sorry. Well, again, if it works, it works. Uh, I did have a hard time versus a few Rex, C betting that much, but still, versus those players, I just C bet a little bit less, uh, tighten up my range. But versus other players, I just don't see any reason why not to C bet that much. People give up way too much pots, and it's just so simple. You just barrel twice, a lot more than I used to, and people just give up. I don't know. Um, I mean, I know 80% c-bet is very high, and people should attack my c-bet very frequently, but they just don't. So I'm also not gonna change until then. Um, my c-bet success, well, it's 45. Well, we also did read into this a bit with Gordon and Iron, and it all depends, of course, um, on the bet sizing, which I'm not gonna get into that much now. That should be pretty complicated. Um, Anyways, what I did this month, very, I mean, much better than I used to do that, is that I just make a game plan. I see a flop, I decide if I'm gonna c-bet it or not. Well, usually, as you can see, I do c-bet it, and then I pick the turn cards, which I'm gonna barrel off, and the river cards, of course. If it bricks on the turn, I mostly just give up. I mean, you have to pick your spots, because if you're that aggressive on every kind of board, you get into trouble a lot. You get into big pots with no serious hand, and I mean, it's just a guessing game. So what helped me is just to pick the exact cards I'm gonna barrel turn, if they are scare cards or if they give additional outs, um, and I just barrel those only, and so far it works great. Yeah, let's also, well, can we take a look? Yes, on by position. Let's take a look. Well, BBs, 18 BBs on the big blind and 13 on the small blind, which is awesome. I mean, everything under 30 is pretty much good, and 18 is just incredible. I'm really satisfied with it. Let's take a look at how much we 3-bet versus on the small blind and big blind, 9.4 and 8.9, 8.2. Well, I actually thought this was gonna be bigger, but well, again, as long as this works, I'm not gonna change much. Well, I definitely ran good this month, but well, we'll see if it's only the good run, or maybe I should up my 3-betting frequency on the small blind and the big blind. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it at this. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else we should Okay, let's take a look at cold calling ranges. Okay, big blind is definitely big. Small blind cold calling. In general, I don't like it, but sometimes there is a button who is very aggressive, and I just don't want three betting versus him a lot with a weaker hand, and it's in the middle. You know, the hands which are right on the edge of calling. You don't want to fold them, and you don't want to raise them versus the button because he's, I don't know, a little bit better reg who calls a lot and defends a lot, and you get into difficult spots post flop out of position. So I do cold call on the small blind sometimes, and but the a very important factor there is that the big blind is very passive. So I'm not gonna cold call if the big blind is a player who raises, who squeezes, who three bets a lot and is aggressive. I'm probably just gonna give up and fold it. But if the big blind is a fish or the big blind is very passive, very tight, I might cold call small blind too and try to keep the pot small, play post flop and try to build my advantage there. So in general, yeah, it's not a rule to cold call on the small blind, but I do it still sometimes. Um, well, yeah, river call efficiency is over one. Well, I haven't used the stat at all, so I'm not gonna go into that too much. Squeeze 6.7. Well, I guess standard. Turn C bet. Interesting. Let's see. 59% on the small blind. Okay, big blind 71%. This is interesting. Why should the big blind be that bigger than all the others? Hmm. Well, until it's 18, only minus 18 BBs, I'm fine with it. But again, I think I did work on my c-betting game. Well, not exactly on my c-betting game, but on planning my hand out, and it shows. So I'm gonna try this month too, and we'll see if there's any difficulties. This month was probably only due to, not only but still a big part of it was the good run. So yeah, um, I guess this is it. I hope you got something out of it. I'm not really sure, but well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next week, and good luck till then. Bye bye.